Good morning. Lesson 1, always have a backup. Board of Education members, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and the exceptional graduating class of 2023. I stand before you today as your superintendent, brimming with admiration and excitement. First and foremost, I would like to extend a heartfelt Happy Father's Day to all those celebrating here today. It is a special occasion that reminds us of the love and support we all receive from our families. In the spirit of our cherished tradition here in East Williston, I want to acknowledge and honor the Wheatley graduates from past years. If you are a proud alumnus, please stand up and be recognized. Your presence reminds us of this institution's enduring legacy of excellence. As I reflect upon the achievements of this graduating class, I am deeply moved by the exceptional qualities that define each of you. Throughout your time here, you have consistently demonstrated a commitment to academic excellence, surpassing expectations, and seeking knowledge beyond the confines of your classroom. Your dedication, hard work, and intellectual curiosity have propelled you to achieve outstanding results. Yet, your accomplishments extend far beyond academics. Your hearts are filled with a profound sense of compassion and an unwavering commitment to helping others, whether through organizing fundraisers for local charities, volunteering at community centers, or helping those in need. You have exemplified the importance of empathy and collective action. Your unique understanding of the power of compassion sets you apart as true agents of change. Athletics has been another arena where you have excelled. Your strength, determination, and sportsmanship have earned you victories on the field or court while simultaneously shaping your character. The values of teamwork, resilience, and fair play you have embraced throughout your academic endeavors and athletic endeavors will undoubtedly continue to guide you in all aspects of life. As proud Wildcats, you have become role models for your peers, embodying the spirit of competition while exemplifying grace and respect. Moreover, the performing arts have provided a platform for you to unleash your creativity and express your truly unique talents. Whether captivating audiences with your thespian skills, dazzling them with your musical performances, or leaving them in awe with your artistic endeavors, you have brought beauty and inspiration to the world around you. Your passion and creative expressions have enriched all of our lives, serving as a testament to the boundless potential within each of you. Nevertheless, the kindness and empathy emanating from your core distinguishes this class. You have uplifted those around you through your words and actions, creating a nurturing environment where everyone feels valued and accepted. Your empathy has been a guiding light, illuminating the path toward a better, more compassionate world. As you embark on the next phase of your journey, I have unwavering confidence that each of you will leave an indelible mark on this world. Your academic prowess, charitable endeavors, athletic achievements, artistic talents, and steadfast kindness have equipped you with the tools to bring positive change wherever life leads you. Take just a moment to reflect on your time here in East Williston. Over the years, you have been presented with countless opportunities for academic success, athletic triumphs, and artistic pursuits. Today, instead of fixating on the end results, the victories, or the accolades, I encourage you to cherish the feelings you have experienced throughout the years. Reflect on the exhilaration you felt stepping onto the stage, the excitement when you first held your instrument, the pride you felt in your team's accomplishments, the sense of calm during your creative process, and the joy you felt walking through those red doors for the showdown finale, which I hear ended well for you. Hold on to those cherished moments and carry them with you as a reminder of the fleeting nature of time. When you put on your cap and gown this morning, your parents surely reminisced about your Northside growing up ceremony, which, trust me, feels like only yesterday. Remember, greatness lies not only in individual accomplishments, but also in the collective impact we can make. Dare to dream big, challenge the status quo, and question the world around you. Embrace adversity as an opportunity for growth, and always remain true to the values that have defined your experience here in East Williston. Let me remind you, you are not alone on this journey. Look around you at your classmates, your teachers, your families. They have been part of your support system, shaping you into the remarkable individuals you are today. Lean on one another, celebrate each other's successes, and lend a helping hand when you can. In closing, I offer my heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2023. Your journey has been remarkable, and I am honored to have witnessed your growth and accomplishments. As you step into the future, armed with your talents, kindness, and unwavering spirit, know that you have the power to change the world. Believe in yourselves, embrace the challenges ahead, and let your light shine brightly, for you are the future leaders, innovators, and compassionate souls that this world so desperately needs. Congratulations again, class of 2023.
Thank you, Dr. Gately. Our first musical interlude this morning will be performed by senior Ryan Casalino, playing Ryan will be playing Restless by Rich O'Mara on the marimba. Thank you for that stirring performance, Ryan. I wish it were possible to hear reflections on their time at Wheatley from each of the 126 graduates today. Unfortunately, that is just not possible. However, we do have the opportunity to hear from a few members of the class of 2023 this morning. Mady Baloo and Tyler Richmond, our illustrious co-presidents of the class of 2023, will offer their greetings to the class. First, please welcome to the podium, Mady Baloo.
I dedicate this speech to a young man of selfless and impeccable character, a young man who would have been graduating alongside us today, a young man none other than Anthony Leva. As my friends and family love making fun of me for, I'm not necessarily the most athletic person. I mean, pull up my attendance records from gym class and you'll see what I'm talking about. By the way, I still managed to get an A every quarter in gym because this is Wheatley. Anyway, so during my freshman year, when Anthony spent weeks convincing me to join the track team, I was quite reluctant and stubborn, but Anthony was quite the convincer, and I ended up joining. So one day, Anthony and I went for a 3-mile run, which I'm embarrassed to say seemed pretty impossible at the time. Throughout our run, I kept wanting to stop. I kept wanting to quit. I kept wanting to give up. But Anthony didn't let me. All he said was, keep on running, keep on running, keep on running. So I kept on running. And after many over-exaggerated deep breaths later, I finished the 3 miles. Why? Because I kept on running. And so, for the rest of high school, I made it my mission to keep on running, both literally and figuratively. Well, for the sake of honesty, and so I don't get flagged for misinformation, a bit more figuratively than literally. What does it mean to keep on running? To keep on running means to never, ever, ever give up. To keep on running means to never compromise on your dreams and ambitions, to never accept less than what you were aiming for. To keep on running means to conquer your unconquerable fears, to break the unbreakable barriers, to jump over the unjumpable hurdles, to fight the unwinnable fight. To keep on running means to persevere during hardships, to get up again and again and again after failure. To keep on running means to endure the bad so that one day you can achieve the good. Class of 2023, we certainly kept on running over the years. Most importantly, we kept on running together. When we had to write those insufferable essays for those countless college applications, having to meet deadline after deadline, we soldiered on. We refused to let ourselves and our classmates give up. We kept on running. Those deadlines, by the way, were real deadlines, unlike Wheatley deadlines, where you can submit an assignment 2 months late and still get a 90. Mrs. Hamley, thanks again for that. True story. True story. When our AP chemistry class pulled all-nighters to study for Mr. Schwam's famously challenging tests, with our beloved and late friend Hassan Suleiman always leading the study lesson, or when our debate team had 3 a.m. speechwriting sessions the night before the tournament, we counteracted stress and anxiety by helping each other, by being there for each other, by not letting a difficult situation overcome us. We kept on pushing ahead. We kept on running. And we learned some valuable lessons, like in times of hardship, caffeine is your best friend. And sometimes procrastination is not your best friend. But most importantly, we learned the importance of asking for help when you need it and the importance of helping others when they need it. That is the Wheatley way. Not only do we keep on running, but we inspire others to keep on running, just like Anthony did to me. From experiencing a global pandemic to suffering various losses in the community, we were always there for one another, providing a shoulder to cry on and a friend to talk to. Class of 2023, I'm so incredibly proud of us for that. You can only keep on running if you have the support of your community, whether it's Mr. Eula, who will always catch you in the hallways for an exhilarating philosophical conversation, which may make you 10 minutes late for class, but will always leave you feeling inspired for the rest of the day. Or Mr. Wiener, when he gave us the Showdown trophy after we won Showdown for the second year in a row. Second. Or Mrs. Vasselman, who will always say her famous quote, "Mistakes are proof that you're trying," after you accidentally speak English instead of Italian for the fourth time. We quickly learned that her quote wasn't an excuse for missing homework, but rather a message that when you make a mistake, you have to get up with the help of those around you and keep on running. And Mrs. Topping, to prove that I actually paid attention in AP World, contrary to popular belief, I now cite examples of historical figures that kept on running. Take Martin Luther King Jr. Despite being imprisoned, threatened, harassed, he kept on running and continued to fight for racial equality, ultimately leading to the passing of the Civil Rights Act. Mahatma Gandhi, same thing. Despite the odds being stacked against him, he kept on running and he achieved independence for India. Nelson Mandela, the man spent 27 years in jail. 27 years. He refused to abandon his values. He kept on running and he defeated the apartheid regime. What's the common denominator? They never abandoned their beliefs. They never gave in. They were never deterred by hardship. They faced unbeatable odds and they overcame those odds because they kept on running. Class of 2023, keep on running. Think of a goal you want to accomplish, whether it's curing cancer, discovering a new language, or reinstalling paper towels in the Wheatley bathrooms after they replaced them with excessively loud and ineffective hand dryers. Set a goal and keep running towards it, no matter how impossible or unrealistic it may seem, no matter how many failures you endure, no matter how unbearable the fight is. Never back down, never give up, never compromise on your dreams. Instead, take a deep breath and keep on running. Thank you, and congratulations to all. I would now like to introduce Tyler Richmond, my illustrious co-president of the class of 2023, to deliver his remarks.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I wanted to share a little something about the unsung heroes of our high school journey, our backpacks. Not only because I was brainstorming what I was going to speak to you all about when I passed a really cool Cars-themed bag at Target, but also because our bags have been important vessels carrying us through high school. Our bags have been a staple of our high school life, carrying all of our burdens, both physical and those that are intangible. Living in an area with a prestigious and competitive school, we students often took on an immense number of responsibilities, oftentimes to just enhance our resumes. With the pressure of getting into specific colleges, a lot of us felt like we had to do everything. A bag could only fit so much. To make matters worse, we wouldn't even take off our bags during the day to give ourselves a rest. I'm not sure about other high schools, but at Wheatley, it's more common to see a student hit a teacher's car in our parking lot than to see someone using a locker. Although here at our school, we are known for our academic strengths, incredible staff, and our unified basketball team carrying our sports teams this year, because we disregard lockers, we're probably the school of back problems too. You see, when we choose not to use lockers, we are deciding to carry all of our belongings with us at all times, all of our binders, papers, and problems. We entered high school as little 8th graders, stuffing our bags with anything and everything, not understanding what we even needed. On very windy days, I'm pretty sure my buddy Zed would actually blow over, his big old bag pulling him down. Us little 8th graders would switch from binder to binder, lacking the wisdom to see that maybe only one or two were truly necessary. And so we progressed, year by year, adding and taking weight out of our backpacks. At first, we were dependent on our parents to read our syllabi and get our supplies. Thanks from all of us to the moms that ran to John's Variety to get their kids those colorful trifolds we asked for at the very last minute when they were due the next day. We can finally do this ourselves now. Of course, our journey was a little weird with our COVID years. We had to get used to not having backpacks for a short bit, although many of us still had weights to carry. And trust me, we all felt the strain on our backs when we abruptly came back into school, forgetting the feeling of our bags that weighed us down. And now we finally made it to our senior year. Looking back in our high school years, we see that now there really isn't much of a use for binders. Almost everything is digital. And so, as the times changed, we adjusted as well, not letting the times change us, but instead we changed with the time. The world is quite different from when we entered Wheatley in 2018, but like we did with what we packed every day, we adapted as well, understanding our societal culture is dynamic. From 2018 until now, our grade has been through some tough times, but through it all, we have leaned on each other, sharing the weight between all of our bags, even if we didn't have to. For example, our beloved classmate, Anthony Leva, a student who always went out of his way to hold other people's bags, even when he already had one on. Anthony, we will never forget you, and thank you for teaching so many of us that no bag is too difficult to carry if we all help out. Continuing to reflect on our high school years, we see that ourselves, like our backpacks, have evolved. Some people went through high school changing their bags, some loved the same bag they had every year, and others just didn't really care. You could see people's bags getting blander by the year, others finishing senior year by going back to their roots, carrying bags that resembled childhood cartoons, and some rolled their bag every year, ignoring the teasing. Although we all matured differently, all of these were signs of growth. Our backpacks were our fingerprints. Through the years, we overcame and adjusted. Without even thinking about it, we used our strong inference skills and our knowledge from the years before to create the perfect bag. There was no space for nonsense and random items, just the specialized necessities. We can now exit this place and enter into our next endeavors, not only with the wisdom of how to pack our bags, but how to manage our life, focusing on what's important and leaving the extra baggage behind. So, don't treat this new chapter of our lives as if we are ill-equipped for the new challenges to come. We've been modifying our bags for our entire educational journey, and this is just yet another year to change what we pack every day. Thank you everyone for your time, even though I'm sure ChatGPT could have written a better speech than me.
Thank you, Mady and Tyler. Each year, members of the graduating class are offered the opportunity to submit essays for the commencement ceremony. A panel of students and faculty selected 2 essays for today's program. Please welcome our first honor essay speaker, Sonia Patel, to share her reflection.
Good morning, everyone. I've always been terrible at understanding maps and directions. Go left here, turn right there, take this exit. Oh, wait, I already missed it. I can confidently say that navigating is not my forte, as I'm sure some of you might be able to relate. Thus, this was one of the reasons I was terrified to embrace the halls of the Wheatley School in September of 2018. Sure, the school isn't outrageously large, Still, navigating the new building in a new atmosphere with new people, combined with my shortcoming in the world of directions, seemed like a daunting task. Prior to joining the Wheatley community, our grade had been invited to the 8th grade orientation with the Wheatley Welcomers. There, we learned much about how to buy lunch and when the bells ring. Most importantly, however, we were taught how to get around the building. In the wise words of the Wheatley Welcomers, Wheatley is just a rectangle. You can't get lost. It's so easy. Wow, I remember thinking, I'm probably going to be the one that proves them wrong. We were then each given a map of said rectangle. I remember staring in awe at the paper as it shook in my hands. Never had I known a rectangle to have so many random lines jutting out of it. Soon, the first day of school rolled around. Sure enough, I got a tad bit lost. Somewhere between the hundreds corridor and the science wing, the room numbers simply disappeared and my brain began to spin. I only made it to Mr. Rivero's Spanish 100 class thanks to the help of a passing senior. This act of kindness showed me the character of Wheatley students. Over the years, I have slowly created my own map of the Wheatley School, a map marked by memories. So for right now, I will be your Wheatley welcomer and take you through the building. Let us start in the gym, where Wheatley's most anticipated event takes place annually. That's right, I'm talking about Friday Night Showdown. On those fun-filled nights, the bleachers brimmed with an array of color, red, blue, and yellow, as we vied for the coveted Showdown trophy. I'll always remember that strong sense of camaraderie that pervaded through the gym as we worked alongside our peers to win target rock, volleyball, and scooter polo. And of course, that feeling of pride as our grade jumped for joy when winning the 2023 Showdown. Sorry to any juniors in the audience, better luck next year. Next, let's take a trip down the hundreds hallway. To get there, you must pass by the red doors. I think I speak on behalf of many graduating seniors when I say that, unfortunately, I don't have memories of the red doors, seeing as I was never let in them. Here in the hundreds hallway, the depths of our knowledge were expanded by the amazing teachers who enriched our lives every single day. Whether playing Kahoot for bonus points in Dr. Lazarus's A-Push class or acting out Hamlet in Mr. Wilson's AP Lit class, we have been exposed to a plethora of topics and subjects in the hundreds classrooms. Just past this hallway, we have now reached the lobby. This is where our student government officers spent countless hours selling baked goods and raising money for fundraisers, a true testament to the dedication of Wheatley students in promoting the school's best interests. Directly across, you will see the Student Commons. The Commons is a microcosm of Wheatley, as it shows just how tightly knit together our small community is. There, we all sit and bond over Starbucks and calc homework. Let's take a trip to the auditorium now. From music concerts to ICU fashion shows, the auditorium holds some of my fondest memories. I will never forget that feeling of fulfillment as I sat on the stage, blasting a tune with the symphonic band after months of preparation, or the feeling of excitement as I watched my fellow peers model the beautiful attire of their cultures. All right, time for a quick detour through the cafeteria. Try not to get lost now. In 8th grade, when we all shared the same lunch, we sat in this great space, laughing, chatting, munching. Do you guys remember watching the seniors in the lounge all the way in the back? How crazy is it to think that that was ours? 200s hallway time, playing Quizlet Live with Miss Martinez while we listened to Miss Vasselman teaching her Italian students next door, understanding derivatives with Miss Cashman. There was always something educational happening in this hallway. Last on my tour, we have the 150s hallway, better known as the science hallway. From here come some of my most active memories, mixing asses with Mr. Schwam, watching March Mammal Madness with Miss Schwartz, throwing a bowling ball with Miss Mayer. Never for a minute were we bored in the science hall. Well, folks, that's the conclusion of my tour. Just as this tour has come to an end, so has our time at Wheatley. My map is finally complete, but it's time for me to leave. It's time for us to leave. While it deeply saddens me to say goodbye to all of you, my classmates, my peers, my friends, who I spent the last 13 years with, I know that all of us will soon be making our own maps in college and navigating the journey ahead. In that, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Sonia. Our second musical selection this morning will be performed by Garima Jain on clarinet, Naman Chordia on percussion, Sophia Zhang on cello, and Olivia Ching on cello. The quartet will perform You've Got a Friend in Me by Randy Newman. Thank you for that enthusiastic performance. Please welcome now our second honor essay speaker, Ryan Cozzolino. You're gonna take your gown off of this.
Oh, no. Oh, God. That was audible. What was the point? My past self is sitting elsewhere writing this monologue, pondering this very question. I mean, I recognize that we were here to learn, but the material, the substance of our education is arbitrary. Will we use the mathematics or literary analysis that we spent years honing? Maybe, but I don't think that was the most important thing that we should have gleaned from our time here. A baseline education is supposed to make a student well-rounded, and although we've certainly achieved this from an academic standpoint, there's much more to being a well-rounded student. Wheatley students have misinterpreted the concept of academic versatility for decades. Just do everything, all of it. Become the captain of the bowling team, become the captain of the badminton team, learn every instrument, and become the entire band. Take up a hobby like 7 simultaneous APs. In fact, just complete your entire college education in high school. Embark on philanthropic escapades that rival those of Bill Gates and Rockefeller, Build a rocket out of biodegradable cardboard that you'll use to push the Earth out of orbit to stop climate change. All for the sake of college applications. This may sound outlandish, literally in the case of the last one, but the reality of our situation is that there is constant pressure to simply do. I think that sometimes we forget that we have limited time. We have 24 hours to accomplish whatever we can to cram whatever curricular and extracurricular activities we're juggling into an insufficient time slot. This is not the point of school. Don't misunderstand my words. Effort is important. Work ethic is important. Time management is important, but everything is only valuable to an extent. A student isn't supposed to be the instrument of their own torment, but I spent much of my high school career as the metaphorical drum that I'm beating with a sledgehammer. Academia is imperative, but it inevitably gets in the way of what really matters. A well-rounded student is someone who has developed a personality outside of their studies. School is really about self-discovery. We come here not because we need to learn how to solve the most difficult of physics problems, nor because we need to be able to regurgitate the entirety of our nation's history ad nauseum, but because we need to develop as individuals. School should teach you not how to be happy, but how to find joy where it is available. There is no joy in waking up in the morning. None. It takes immense effort and parental motivation through cacophony, for instance, a foghorn or a person's strained vocal cords, to slip out from beneath the warm sheets to bitterly greet the cold, depressing world. And then we have to guzzle down breakfast like a black hole so that we can leave in time to sit at the light between IU Willits and Glen Cove Road. I timed it once. The red light is about 1 minute and 30 seconds. Well, the green is 15 seconds. That is, to put it poetically, an injustice. Thankfully, after all these years, I will be compensating for this atrocity by publicly disparaging it. Peace at last, I am fulfilled. On a more serious note, there's absolutely more joy to be found here than the anticipation of spite. The easy place to find it is looking back on our experiences with others, with friends, mentors, and even teachers. The sole essence of the human experience is within interaction. We already saw what happened when we were all locked in a box with the same people for about a year. COVID. Thankfully, no one's going to quarantine me after those theatrics. School is the quintessential setting for interaction throughout a child or teenager's years. I can almost guarantee that some of our first companions were people that we met within the district. However, especially as of late, there have been a number of people, including myself, who lost sight of this as a result of the ravenous pursuit of prior aforementioned academic versatility. But the beauty of higher education is that now we have the chance to take this regret and to correct it, because you will surround yourself with the people you surround yourself with, rather, are the people who will make your experiences worthwhile. That is easy but invaluable joy. The hard part of finding joy is when you're confronted with something inherently unenjoyable. I can almost guarantee that the creation of the next paper or project you have to do isn't going to be the highlight of your existence, but mindset and intention can make all of the work that you're inundated with much more bearable. Find topics that you want to investigate further and use them to spearhead the furthering of your curiosity. Any research assignment is better when you have a stake in what you're discovering. If you have to read a book you like. And if you don't have a choice, spend the duration of your time looking for all the reasons you hate the book so that you may sum them up in a concise yet brutal manner. Have to complete a presentation? Think through your own theatrics to try and make it interesting for you and the listener. Don't do your assignments to please your teacher. Do them to please yourself. Become invested in your own ideas. Find fulfilling ways to express them. Take pride in your work as it is a representation of you. Despite this, it is inevitable that sometimes we're going to be confronted with a task that we don't want to complete, and no matter what you do, it's going to just be a struggle. But that is life. Do you think that any of your teachers woke up this morning and said to themselves, "Oh boy, I can't wait to grade these papers"? No one said that, because no one wants to waste away in front of a computer screen correcting your grammar unless it's on social media. The greatest motivation next to spite is the promise of freedom. My words are not the be-all and end-all of any of our existences, but the world would be a better place if more of us went into the future seeking happiness. This is the point. Life is about finding ways to make ourselves and all of the people around us happy. One thing will certainly not change. No one will force you to be happy. No one will create your joy. The quest for personal satisfaction is solitary, but at least it will be your own. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. Mr. Ronald Roldson, President of the East Williston Teachers Association, will now present a special award.
Good morning. It is an honor to be here this morning with the Wheatley graduating class of 2023. For the past 40 years, the East Williston Teachers Association has awarded the David K. Israel Scholarship to a graduating senior who plans on becoming a teacher. The scholarship is named after a 40-year veteran of the English department who served as the East Williston Teachers Association president for more than a quarter of a century. David was a founding trustee for the EWTA Scholarship Foundation that presents this award. I am proud to announce that the scholarship is renewable for 3 additional years of undergraduate work, provided that the recipient reaffirms his or her commitment to educating the students of tomorrow. As the president of the East Williston Teachers Association, I cannot think of a more fitting way for teachers to honor our profession and give back to the community. This year, the seniors who submitted applications for our scholarship have already accomplished great things, and choosing among them was truly difficult. The screening committee determined that both students already exhibit many of the characteristics necessary to become an outstanding educator. One teacher describes the student as a compassionate young man they look forward to having as a colleague in the near future. The student has demonstrated himself to be an enthusiastic participant in his education and a positive role model for others to follow. He is described by one teacher as a role model for young students to look up to and an enthusiastic participant in the entire school community. Having read his essay, it is clear to me that this student understands that a successful educator is one who connects with their students. This experience has exposed him to the realities of teaching. What is most impressive is his desire and strong ideas as to what makes a great teacher. He already understands that encouraging creativity, individual exploration, and helping students discover who they are and what they want is as important as the curriculum. Sometimes schools can be a difficult place, and teachers are always there to make it better. It is this student's ultimate goal to be one of those teachers. The State University of New York at Oswego is truly fortunate to welcome him this fall. It is with great pleasure that I present the David K. Israel Scholarship to Mr. Mitchell Baltzer.
Thank you, Mr. Roldson, and congratulations, Mitch. Mr. Robert Fallerino, Vice President of the Board of Education, will now present the Dr. Jane Ann Smith Citizenship Award.
Thank you, Mr. Weiner. It is my pleasure to present the Dr. Jane Ann Smith Award for Citizenship to a member of the senior class. This award was named after an outstanding member of the East Williston Board of Education who served with great distinction from 1965 to 1983, and as board president from 78 to 1981. The student was selected by the members of the class of 2023 as a classmate who might be best described as one who's demonstrated interest in improving the school community, one who has maintained high personal ideals, principles, and values, one who has aimed to maintain and improve school or community spirit, one who has shown a high degree of responsibility, reliability, and loyalty, one who has been willing to work hard for an important goal without thought of reward or self-importance. It is my distinct honor to be able to present the 2023 Dr. Jane Ann Smith Citizenship Award to Grant Callahan.
Thank you, Mr. Fallerino, and congratulations, Grant. At this time, I invite Dr. Gately and members of the Board of Education to assist with the conferral of diplomas. I also invite Dr. Clapper and Ms. Pace to the podium to announce the graduates.
Jennifer Escobar. Faith Joshua. Olivia Ching. Sophia Zhang. Mady Blue. Ryan Casalino. Naman Shordia. Garima Jain. Sonia Patel. Tyler Richmond. Litel Fahernik. Ariel Rosenberg. Carly Castigli. Aliza Vergi. Neha George. Hallie Packin. Euthymia Caparos. Zed Kareem. Pavin Gabor. Rachel Aquino Okiki. Kevin Escobar. Leona Semenov. Haley Lesson. Emma Cheng. Lisa Svetvaza. Rachel Blano. Fontini Luntes. Emma Acevedo. Mia Rossi. Demi Kalpakis. Tessa Lowe. Julia Zaccaro. Sasha Rosenwhite. Samantha Davidov. Lauren Tavalacci. Jessica Tu. Amanda Werney. Ria Marchawala. Christina Semperiotis. Emma Maricia. Hannah Samoas. Tinlang Zhang. Avani Kapoor. Zachary Samuel. Daniel Dater. Caitlin O'Keefe. Leah Varghese. Nikolai Sotelo. Ellie Mizaritsky. Jonathan Kokora. Carly Rick. Valera Pashko. Juliana DeBellis. Nareen Gabor. Henry G. Lucian Pizzello. Jack Arsenian. Nathan Shirazi. Sky Blau. Kaylee Patterson. Zachary Cohen. John Exaros.
At this time, we'd actually like to honor a dear classmate, Anthony Leva. Mady Ballou will accept his diploma on his behalf, and we will get that to his family. Thank you. Philip Thomas. Aiden Spasarzadeh. Syed Imran Ali. Evan Scheinman. Dylan Rosenberg. Michael Imuna. Stav Agajan. Jennifer Toller. Tara O'Brien. Ronit Badlani. Mir Syed. Usman Kafil. Amir Agarwal. Isabella Lahiji. Ella Supa. Ria Middle. Bridget Yee. Divya Singh. Nadra Khan. Jordan Chrisman. Grant Peterson. Tatiana Agarwal. Asher Rosengirdle. Garrett Sanders. Michael Santorelli. Om Patel. Stephen Jarahi.
Did you just say Gregory George Michelis?
Gregory George Michelis. Toby Hirsch. Dhruv Sardana. Nicholas Ingardia. Ethan Fitusi. Jake Weinberg. Thomas Joseph. Jack Gray. Louis Baldessano. Taylor Grabowski. Tara Seawalt. Sarah Callahan. Grant Callahan. Michael Wang. Lior Alfia. Benjamin Casella. Mitchell Baltzer. Adriel Hen. All right. Congrats. Michael Bellafato. Darren Kelly. James Turchinsky. Jordan Gazi. Christopher Mauser. Zachariah Zulfikar. Ruyang Zhu. Justin Doan. Chang Bokai Zhang. John Kornakia. Darian Urania. Harish Mahi. William Corrado. Arman Patel. Thomas Valley. Brian McCleary.
Dr. Gately, Mr. Camberg, and members of the Board of Education, as principal of the Wheatley School and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Education of East Williston School District and the Education Department of the State of New York, I am proud to certify that the 126 members of the class of 2023 have met their obligation for graduation. As such, these students now join the 9,808 students over the previous 65 years who have earned the right to call themselves Wheatley graduates. At this time, I would ask that the Dr. Jane Ann Smith Award winner, Grant Callahan, to join me at the podium. Here we go. Would the graduates please rise? The tassel that you are wearing is a symbol of your success. By wearing it on your right side, it symbolizes that you have earned the right to graduate. Moving it to the left side of your cap is symbolic of your crossing over from high school to the next stage of your lives. Grant, please lead your class in the symbolic moving of the tassel from right to left. tossing. You're tossing heads. And now, Grant, please carefully lead your class in tossing your caps. Congratulations, Wheatley graduates. Thank you for joining us for this most special ceremony. In just a moment, Wheatley Graduation Orchestra will perform the recessional under the direction of Mr. Stan Orlovsky. To conclude our ceremony, the graduates request that audience members remain at their seats until the recessional is complete. Thank you again for joining us, and may all your tomorrows be as joyous and bright as today.